All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody, as we're getting set for our next game. It's going to be the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The final game of Week 2. It's our Monday night game to wrap up the week. Both teams lost in Week 1. Seattle lost to the Bears, and San Francisco lost in Week 1. Trying to remember who they played. Hold on, my laptop is still refreshing. But both teams are 0-1 coming into this game. Let's take a look at the standings. Misty is 12-13 now. Misty is taking Seattle in this one. TMG is now 1-1, and he already told me he's taking the 49ers in this one. Gracie is 12-13. She's taking the 49ers in this one. Excuse me. Jax is now 6-2. We'll see who he picks. Evil Dead is now 12-13 on the season. And Penn and Getty is 17-8 on the season. So now we're up to speed. Now my laptop is finally coming back. And we're about ready to resume here. We'll see who everybody wants to pick. And I couldn't remember who the 49ers lost to last week. Give me a second and I'll find it. Still waiting for my laptop. This will be our final game today. Penn and Getty is taking Seattle in this one. Waiting on Evil Dead and Jax. See who they pick. And Evil Dead also taking Seattle in this one. Internet being kind of sluggish today. I don't know what's going on. I reset the router. Jax is going for San Francisco. Come on, laptop, do something. Give me 1 second. Technical difficulties. Please stand by. Waiting for it to totally refresh. Anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. As we're about to go to Lumen Field in Seattle. I'm waiting on the panels below to come in. I got everything else. There, the panels are back. Okay. San Francisco last week lost to the Raiders. How did I forget that? All right. All right. So we're about ready to go. Once again, let's go over the picks. Evil Dead, Penn and Getty, and Misty taking Seattle. Jax, Gracie, and TMG all taking San Francisco in this one. If anybody else comes in, they can pick as well. All right, let's head out to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington for this one. Both teams are 0-1 coming in. It's our Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks on Monday night. Welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The final game of week number 2 takes us to the Pacific Northwest. A Monday night game on the West Coast in September. The sun hasn't gone down yet, but it will during the course of the game. The 49ers will get the ball first. We're underway. About 3 yards deep. Benjamin brings it out over the 15, 20, 25, out to the 25-yard line. E.J. Benjamin in his second year out of Arkansas. Niners will have it first, led by their starting quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, the fourth-year quarterback out of Oregon. Yep, kind of like it's the closest I can get to a throwback with 19. With the silver pants and the silver helmets. Niners will have it first and 10 from the 25-yard line. Both teams 0-1, looking for their first win of the season. Niners come out in the I formation. Gabriel under center. Gabriel pitches to Pierce around the outside. Adam Pierce out to the 28-yard line, a gain of 3. Let's take a look at the 49er offense. Up front, Christopher, McFadden, Page, Simmons, and Rolla. And then is Armstrong, House, Pierce, McNeil, and Graham. A 3-yard gain on first down. Wes Cochran, the linebacker, on the tackle. 2nd and 7 for the Niners at their own 28-yard line. Just underway, our Week 2 Monday night game. Gabriel under center. Armstrong in motion. Gabriel drops back, looking, throws, caught by Armstrong. No, he couldn't hold on. Wes Cochran, the linebacker, knocks it away. Let's take a look at the Seattle defense. They play a 4-3. Rossini, Hamilton, Mills, and McCoy up front. Linebackers, McKenzie, Cochran, and Gartner. And the secondary, McCoy, Floyd, Morgan, and Cordero. 3rd and 7 for San Francisco at their own 28-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. Niners come out 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Gabriel draws back. Gabriel throws deep downfield and caught by McNeil, the tight end, out to the Seahawk 41-yard line. A 31-yard gain. Austin McNeil, the 6th-year tight end out of Virginia, as Dylan hooks up and they get it into Seahawk territory. First down, Niners. NFC West battle here tonight. First and 10, San Francisco at the Seahawk 41-yard line. Gabriel under center. Gabriel draws back, throws inside to McNeil, turns upfield, and Austin McNeil down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 12. And that'll be another San Francisco first down. Bruce Cordero came up, made the tackle in his second year out of Stephen F. Austin. But it's a San Francisco first down. .650 and counting here in the first quarter. Still the opening drive of the ball game. First and 10, San Francisco from the Seahawk 29-yard line. Gabriel under center. Gabriel fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws deep. Caught by Armstrong. And Vince Armstrong all the way down to the 5. A gain of 24 yards. Armstrong in his 10th year out of Miami. First and goal, San Francisco at the Seahawk 5. On the tackle, number 28, Nick McCoy, the 9th-year defensive back out of Texas Tech. Seattle is one of those teams that got ravaged by the salary cap during the offseason, just like Miami did. They're not the team they were last season. We saw that against the Bears last week when the Bears beat the Seahawks 20-7. First and goal from the 5 in the offset eye. Gabriel under center. Gabriel to Pierce, and Adam Pierce in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run by Adam Pierce, the 6th-year back out of Texas A&M. And the 49ers take the opening kickoff, march down the field, and get a touchdown. And they take a quick 6-0 lead. And now Brad Morgan for the extra point, the fifth-year kicker out of Purdue. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead at 7-0, 6:05 left to play. Here in the first quarter, live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Our Week 2 Monday Night Football game to wrap up the week here at Jammin' Sports. They're still moving stuff in there. So a nice opening drive for the 49ers. And now the Seahawks will get it for the first time, down 7-0. Brad Morgan will kick off for San Francisco. And there's the kick. This will be fielded at about the 2-yard line by Colby Walker. Brings it out over the 25. And Walker out to the 28-yard line. Colby Walker in his 7th year out of Boise State. The wide receiver. And now the starting quarterback, Max Johnson, in his 4th year out of North Carolina. He spent his first 3 seasons with Cincinnati and now in his first season with Seattle. When the Bengals drafted Lambos Jr., Johnson wanted out. So he was traded to the Seahawks in his 4th year out of North Carolina. Who's Lambos? Missy goes, who's that? We like to call him Maximum Johnson. 1st and 10, Seattle. They'll start from their own 28-yard line. Johnson draws back, throws to Romero. Miguel Romero out to the 31-yard line. Let's take a look at the Seahawk offense. Up front, Shaw, Walters, Parks, Anderson, and Morris. And then it's Gibson, McKenzie, Gilbert, Wright, and Clay. A 3-yard gain on first down. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Seattle at their own 31-yard line. Niners up 7-0 here in the first quarter. 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson pump fakes, throws, caught by Clay. No, he got upended. Incomplete. Marcus Clay got shaken up there. Here's the 49er defense. They play a 4-3. Cash, James, Holmes, and Evans up front. Linebackers, Walls, Martin, and Elliott. And the secondary for San Francisco, Battle, Miller, Zachman, and Chapman. Chapman, who they picked up from the Giants during the offseason. Third and 7 for Seattle at their own 31-yard line. 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Johnson looking. Steps up, throws, caught by Wright. A flag is down. Griffin Wright, the tight end. He picked up the first down, however, a flag is down. Holding on the Seahawks. That will negate the first down on Connor Morris, the right tackle.
Still 3rd down.
A 10-yard penalty. It'll be 3rd and 17 for the Seahawks. Now back at the 21-yard line. Seattle comes out. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back. Johnson throws deep and incomplete. It'll be 4th down. The Seahawks pretty much go 3 and out there. There was a penalty, but they still essentially a 3 and out. And now their punter, Mark Erickson, will come on in his 14th year out of Alabama A&M. I don't know, but he was wide open. I was about to say that. Gets the punt away. Benjamin from the 30 brings it out to the 31-yard line. E.J. Benjamin. And the 49ers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line with 5:04 left in the first quarter, leading 7-0. Quarterback is Max Johnson. He was with the Bengals for 3 seasons. He's in his 4th year out of North Carolina. Now with the Seahawks. Dylan Gabriel, the 4th-year quarterback out of Oregon for San Francisco, under center. 1st and 10. Gabriel hands off to Pierce, and Adam Pierce gets hit in the backfield for a loss of a yard. Gartner came up. Nick Gartner, the 8th-year linebacker out of Temple. A loss of 2 to be 2nd and 12. .447 and counting here in the first quarter. 2nd and 12 for the 49ers at their own 30-yard line. Gabriel under center. Gabriel fakes the handoff, throws downfield, caught by Raridan, out to the 37-yard line. That's Eli Raridan, the rookie out of Notre Dame, the tight end. A gain of 7 will be 3rd and 5. And Nick Gartner again on the tackle for Seattle. 3rd and 5 from the 37-yard line. Four wide for San Francisco. Gabriel in the shotgun. 3rd and 5. Gabriel drops back. Throws outside. That should have been picked off. Incomplete. Bruce Cordero. They hit him right in the hands. The intended receiver was Damon Graham. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and the 49ers will punt. Cordero may have had a pick 6 there. I don't know. But he should have caught it. Fourth and 5. The Niners will punt. Devin Bale, the rookie out of Arkansas, back to punt. Bale gets the punt away. From the 15, Elliott on the return. Brings it back to the 20-yard line. That's DeMarcus Elliott in his 6th year out of Florida, the safety. Max Johnson will come back out to lead the offense for Seattle with 3:56 left in the first quarter. Niners up 7-0. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 2, our Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. The final game of Week 2 will start Week 3 tomorrow. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson draws back. Throws downfield. Incomplete. They were looking for Blake Gibson. Chris Chapman broken up. Blake Gibson in his 8th year out of Rutgers, and Chris Chapman, the former Giant, in his 11th year out of Virginia Tech. 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at their own 20-yard line. Seattle does not have a first down yet. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Hands off to Terry Gilbert, and Gilbert gets hit in the backfield, a loss of 3. Tackle made by Keyshawn Elliott, the rookie linebacker out of Arizona State. Loss of 3, and it's 3rd and 13 for the Seahawks. Seattle didn't look very good against the Bears, and they're certainly not looking good so far against San Francisco. Third and 13 from the 17-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun on 3rd and 13. Johnson fakes the handoff. Johnson rolls out, throws deep, and it's incomplete. Looking for Blake Gibson, and Chris Chapman knocks it down again. It'll be 4th down. Seattle still does not have a first down. It'll be 4th and 13 from the 17-yard line. Mark Erickson will come in to punt once again for the Seahawks. Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 31-yard line, E.J. Benjamin brings it back to about the 41-yard line. And that's where San Francisco will have it, 1st and 10. 3:07 left to play. here in the first quarter. Niners up 7-0. Dylan Gabriel comes back out to lead the offense. San Francisco from their own 41, 1st and 10. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel draws back, steps up, throws outside, caught by McNeil. Down to the 44-yard line, the cross midfield. It's a 15-yard gain to Austin McNeil, the tight end. First down, San Francisco. Coming up to make the tackle, Geno Floyd, the safety, in his 4th year out of Ohio State. It's another 49er first down. 2:47 and counting here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Seahawk 44-yard line. 4 wide. Gabriel under center. Gabriel fakes the handoff, looks downfield, throws deep. Down the sideline, he's got a man. Graham, touchdown. A 44-yard touchdown catch by Damon Graham, the second-year receiver out of San Diego State. And just like that, the Niners are up 13-0. This could be a long night for Seattle. More. I'll go down here. Too late, Evil Dead. "44 yards to Damon Graham. And now Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Niners lead it 14-0 with 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Our Week 2 Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. Maybe when the sun finally goes down, the Seahawks will take over. We'll see. September Sunday night and Monday night games on the West Coast. That's at 5:30 Pacific. The sun's still up. Brad Morgan will kick off for San Francisco. Now up 14-0. There's the kick. From the 3-yard line, Colby Walker over the 20, 25, and Walker brings it out to the 31-yard line. First down, Seahawks. 2:26 left to play here in the first quarter. Max Johnson comes back out. Seattle still does not have an offensive first down. But hope springs eternal. You never know. Let's see if they can finally wake up on this drive. On 1st and 10. Seattle comes out in the I formation. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert makes his way out to the 36, a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Terry Gilbert, the 11th year back out of Texas. And Ty Martin makes the tackle, the 10th year linebacker out of Tennessee. Martin formerly with the Vikings and the Eagles. 2nd and 5. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson throws, caught by Gilbert. Out to the 42-yard line. A gain of 9, and that'll be a Seahawk first down. But Gilbert got shaken up on the play. Oh, they can ill afford to lose him. They do have Chris McKenzie as a backup, but I'd rather have Gilbert in there. So Seattle finally gets a first down with 1:54 left in the first quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Down 14-0 to San Francisco. Yeah, Seattle scores a field goal. Then we have a ball game. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Gibson in motion. Johnson hands off to Norton around the outside, and Norton picks up the first down. A 16-yard gain by Malcolm Norton, the second-year back out of Colorado. So they don't go to McKenzie, they go to Norton, and he rattles off a 16-yard gain. And now Seattle is in San Francisco territory. 1:49 and counting here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Seahawks from the 49er 42. Johnson in the gun, right in motion. Johnson hands off to McKenzie. And that's Chris McKenzie to the 42-yard line, no gain. Ty Martin, the linebacker, on the tackle. McKenzie in his 6th year out of the University of Miami. 2nd and 10 from the 49er 42-yard line. Two backs in the backfield. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson to McKenzie up the middle. And Chris McKenzie to the 37-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. David Jordan, the rookie linebacker out of Auburn, on the tackle for San Francisco. We're down to 52 seconds left in the first quarter. 3rd and 5. 3 to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun.
Let's go.
Johnson draws back. Johnson throws down the near sideline. Caught by Blake Gibson. Down to the 22. A gain of 15. And a Seahawk first down. And that will stop the clock for the moment with 36 seconds left here in the first quarter. So Seattle finally gets their offense going after being down 14-0. First and 10 Seahawks from the Niner 22-yard line. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Hands off to McKenzie. And McKenzie gets taken down at the 20, a 2-yard gain. Ty Martin again on the tackle for the 49ers, the linebacker. Will they get the playoff in time? It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 20-yard line. We're coming up on the end of the quarter. At the Niner 20-yard line. In the offset I. They do get the playoff. McKenzie. And he takes it to the 18 at the end of 1. Niners lead it 14-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the second quarter of our Week 2 Monday Night Football game. Niners lead the Seahawks 14-0. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks at the Niner 18-yard line. On 3rd and 6. 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson throws, caught by Gibson. And Blake Gibson down to the 9, a gain of 9. And that'll be a Seahawk first down, 1st and goal. Coming over to make the tackle, number 50, Keyshawn Elliott, the linebacker, the rookie out of Arizona State. 1st and goal, Seattle at the San Francisco 9. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to McKenzie, and Chris McKenzie's in for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run by Chris McKenzie, and the Seahawks get on the board. Niners up 14-6. The extra point to come. That was a nice drive by Seattle. And now Jaron Hamilton will come on, the fourth-year kicker out of Northwestern, for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Niners lead 14-7, 7:28 left here in the first half. All right, who do they play in week 3? Seattle plays at the Rams next week, and the 49ers will host Tampa Bay next week in week 3. The Monday night game next week is the Raiders and the Jets. We'll have a triple header tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be Green Bay at Pittsburgh, the Bengals and the Chargers. That'll be from London. And then we'll have the Dolphins and the Patriots. 6 Eastern tomorrow here at Jammin' Sports. Be here. Aloha. And now the kickoff. From the 5, Armstrong on the return. And Vince Armstrong out to the 32-yard line. And that's where San Francisco would take over. 1st and 10. Dylan Gabriel comes back out. Some first quarter highlights. He had 2 touchdown passes. That was the 44-yard catch by Damon Graham. That was a long pass to Austin. And now that's the touchdown to Graham again. Austin McNeil, the tight end, on the previous one. 1st and 10, 49ers from their own 32-yard line. 7:24 left to play in the first half. San Francisco up 14-7. Both teams are 0-1, looking for their first win. Niners come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel to Pierce, and Adam Pierce. A big gain by Pierce around the outside. He may go. They're not going to catch him. 68 yards. Adam Pierce just ran around the left side and took off. A 68-yard run by Adam Pierce, the 6th-year back out of Texas A&M. And the Niners go up 20-7. He just took a sweep and went the distance. Wow. And now Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Niners lead at 21-7. 7:14 left to play here in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. 1 carry, 67 yards. As I said before, it could be a long night for the Seahawks here. They play out the Rams next week. I see them being 0-3. I don't know if they'll come back here on San Francisco or not. This Seattle team decimated by the salary cap. It really hit them hard in the offensive line. And at tight end. They lost Rupert Jones. They don't have him anymore. Brad Morgan will kick off. A yard deep. Elliott brings it out for Seattle over the 20, 25. And out to the 27-yard line. DeMarcus Elliott, the free safety on the return. And now Max Johnson will come out. You know, Devin Wade retired. He's no longer on the Seahawks. Almost the entire offensive line is new for Seattle. They were a playoff team last season, but I don't see them making the playoffs this season. I really don't. I know it's only week 2, but that's my prediction. 1st and 10 for the Seahawks. At their own 27, Johnson in the shotgun. Down 21-7. Gibson in motion. Johnson drops back, throws, dumps it off to Gibson. A gain of 2 yards out to the 29-yard line. Tackle made by number 98, James Watson, the second-year defensive tackle out of Tennessee. 2nd and 8 from the 29. Clock is moving, 6:53 and counting. On 2nd and 8. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun.
Come on, let's go.
Johnson fakes the handoff, throws deep, and is picked off. Battle comes the other way. Down the sideline for the 49ers. That's Arthur Battle, the 5th-year defensive back out of South Carolina. Picks it off for San Francisco and brings it back to the 49er or to the Seahawk 34-yard line. Way to go, Johnson. The intended receiver was Eli Raridan, or excuse me, not Raridan. It was 86, Marcus Clay. 1st and 10, San Francisco. Niners have it at the Seahawk 34-yard line with 6:36 left in the half. Let's see if the Niners can cash in. They can make it a 3-score game with any type of score here. Niners come out in the eye. Gabriel under center. Gabriel hands off to Pierce around the outside. And Adam Pierce to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. Coming up to make the tackle, Nick McCoy in his 9th year out of Texas Tech, the defensive back. 2nd and 4 for the Niners at the Seahawk 28-yard line. 4 wide, Gabriel in the shotgun.
Here we go. Green 39.
Gabriel to Pierce up the middle, and Adam Pierce to the 22, a gain of 6, and a Niner first down. He almost has 100 yards already. He needs 14 more. Wes Cochran, the linebacker on the tackle in his 4th year out of Cincinnati. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Niners come out in the I formation. Gabriel under center. Gabriel hands off to Pierce. And Pierce fumbles, and the Seahawks pick it up. Seattle gets a break. Adam Pierce coughs it up. And I think Nick McCoy landed on it. Let's check out the replay. It was Morgan McCoy on the hit, and Nick McCoy picks it up. So Seattle gets a huge break. Instead of going down by 3 scores, they have a chance now to make it a 1-score game going the other way. 5:33 left in the half. 1st and 10, Seattle at their own 24-yard line. Let's see if they can capitalize. On 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, they come out in the I formation.
Let's go.
Johnson under center. Hands off to McKenzie up the middle, and Chris McKenzie 5 yards to the 29-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5. The tackle made by Kevin James, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Iowa. 5:15 and counting here in the first half. Seahawks come out, 3 to the near side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson fakes the handoff, throws near side to Clay. And Marcus Clay is going to lose 2 yards as Ty Martin makes the tackle. Marcus Clay, the wide receiver, in his 6th year out of Colorado State. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks. Seattle comes out 5 wide. Johnson in the shotgun, empty backfield. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and is picked off by Ty Martin. The 49ers get it right back. I think the Seahawks would have been better off if they had gotten Dickerson and not Johnson. They're booing in Seattle, and rightly so, as Max Johnson throws his second pick of the quarter. And now the 49ers up 21-7. They can make it a 3-score game again. Seattle just not playing well tonight, or so far this season overall. 4:31 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 Niners at the Seahawk 35-yard line. On 1st and 10. Everybody in tight. Gabriel under center. Gabriel fakes the handoff, throws, and caught by Damon Graham down to the 20-yard line, a gain of 15. And that'll be a 49er first down. Down to the Seahawk 20. 4:15 and counting. Here in the first half, Niners up 21-7. Tackle made by Bruce Cordero and the linebacker Chris Jenkins in his second year out of East Carolina. 1st and 10 49ers from the Seahawk 20-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Gabriel under center. Gabriel to Pierce up the middle, and Adam Pierce down to the 5, again of 15. 1st and goal, San Francisco. Niners just moving at will on the Seahawk defense. Geno Floyd and Nick McCoy came up, made the tackle for the Seahawks. First and goal from the 5. Niners come out in the eye. Gabriel under center. Gabriel to Pierce. And Pierce to the 4-yard line, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal. Bruce Cordero came up, made the tackle. When your defensive back is making tackles at the line of scrimmage, something's wrong. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Niners have everybody in tight. Gabriel under center. Gabriel looking, throws, caught by Raridan, touchdown, San Francisco. A 4-yard touchdown catch by Eli Raridan, the rookie out of Notre Dame. And the 49ers go up 27-7. It is a 3-possession lead for San Francisco. They're just throttling the Seahawks here today. Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point. Morgan for the point after. Kick is good. Niners lead at 28-7. And they're booing in Seattle. Yeah, they're not the team they were last season. They lost their entire offensive line and then most of their defensive line. Niners up 28-7, 2:59 left. Well, look, Fernando Mendoza last week with the Bears in his rookie start threw 3 touchdowns against Seattle for the Bears. Morgan will kick off. From the 2-yard line, Elliott brings it out over the 20. And DeMarcus Elliott out to the 29-yard line. Evil Dead, you'll come back. I'm sure you will. 2:54 left in the half. 1st and 10 Seahawks at their own 29, down by 21 here in the second quarter. Our Week 2 Monday night game. The only reason the Seahawks are in a Monday night game is that they were a playoff team last season. I created the schedule before I did the draft. So, there we go.
Here we go.
Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson gets sacked. Back at the 23-yard line, a loss of 6 yards on the play. Kevin James on the sack for San Francisco. 2:42 and counting here in the first half. I'm surprised that the Dolphins are 2-0. I expected the Dolphins to be 0-2 out the gate, and they should be, to be honest with you. They had no business beating the Bills, and they had no business beating the Jets earlier this week. The Jets gave that game away. 2nd and 16. Johnson in the shotgun, single back. Johnson hands off to McKenzie around the outside, and McKenzie will lose a yard back to the 22-yard line. Chris McKenzie. It'll be 3rd and 17. Chris Chapman came up and made the tackle. Seahawks in the NFC West this season with the Rams and 49ers and the Buccaneers. We wanted to keep Tampa Bay, so we had to put them in the NFC West. Buccaneers are 2-0. We hit the 2-minute warning. Niners up 28-7 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Our Week 2 Monday night game, which will probably be the lowest rated Monday night game of this season. Niners up 28-7 on the Seahawks. We're at the 2-minute warning in the first half. And the Seahawks face a 3rd and 17 at their own 22-yard line. Seattle comes out in the offset eye. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Chris McKenzie up the middle. And McKenzie to the 26. And the Niners take a timeout. It'll be 4th and 13. I don't know why Seattle didn't throw there. Try to pick up the first down. The Seahawks will punt. Mark Erickson will come on. And now the 49ers with an opportunity to score again before halftime. Niners will play the 2-0 Buccaneers next week. It'll be the San Francisco 49ers home opener. Their first two are on the road. Erickson back to punt. Gets the punt away. From the 20, Benjamin brings it back out. E.J. Benjamin brings it out to the 32-yard line. First down, 49ers. 1:48 left in the half. Dylan Gabriel comes out. Are you all done rearranging? Missed you? Okay. Yeah, it got quiet all of a sudden. Oh, the thing in the car? I'll get it after the game. 1st and 10. Niners at their own 32. They come out 4 wide. Single back. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel drops back, looks downfield, throws, and incomplete. They were looking for Damon Graham, and Bruce Cordero knocks it away. Cordero, a bright spot on the Seahawks here so far tonight. They don't have many, but Cordero's playing a pretty good game. 2nd and 10 for the 49ers at their own 32, 1:44 left in the half. Niners up by 21. 4 wide for San Francisco. Gabriel in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Gabriel drops back. Throws. Caught by McNeil. Down the sideline. Austin McNeil in the Seahawk territory. Down to the 41-yard line. 27 yards. Austin McNeil to the Seahawk 41-yard line. And the Niners take a timeout. They have 1 left. 1:37 left on the clock here until halftime. Coming up to make the tackle, number 34, Gino Floyd, the safety. First and 10 from the 49ers. At the Seahawk 41. They still have a timeout. See if they can score again before halftime. They've pretty much been scoring at will here in the first half against a very porous Seahawk defense. 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. First and 10, single back. Gabriel drops back, looking. Throws it and throws it away. Incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock with 1:32 left in the half. He just threw that one away. Couldn't find a receiver. Did the smart thing. Don't try to force it. 2nd and 10 from the Seahawk 41-yard line. 3 to the near side. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel drops back. Looking. Throws deep. Caught. Oh, incomplete. That would have been 6. He just a little bit underthrew Vince Armstrong. 3rd and 10 from the Seahawk 41-yard line. Niners come out 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. 3rd and 10. Gabriel fakes the handoff. Throws. Caught on the sideline by E.J. Benjamin down to the 25. A gain of 16 yards and a Niner first down. They're booing in Seattle again. They've been booing throughout the first half. I think they booed when they came out of the tunnel. I'm sure they'll boo when they go back in. 1st and 10, Niners at the Seahawk 25, 1:24 left. Here in the first half. 4 wide. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel takes the snap, looks downfield, throws, and caught by Armstrong. And Armstrong out of bounds at the 2, a gain of 23. First and goal, San Francisco at the Seattle 2. Gary Morgan escorted him out of bounds, the safety. First and goal, San Francisco. Well, they can put up 35 on the Seahawks here in the first half. That'd be something. First and goal from the 2. 4 wide, but they're in tight. Gabriel under center. Gabriel to Pierce. And Pierce goes down at the 5, a loss of 3 yards as he kind of got bounced around. Tackle made by Dylan Rossini, the 5th-year defensive end out of Michigan. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5 for San Francisco. They lead it 28-7 on the Seahawks here late in the second quarter. It's been a decidedly one-sided game. 1 minute left in the half. 2nd and goal from the 5. Gabriel under center, single back.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Gabriel, 3-step drop, looking, throws, caught by Armstrong, touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Vince Armstrong. And the Niners go up 34-7. That is not a typo. Seattle could be the worst team in the league this season. It was amazing how many players they lost. The entire starting offensive line and their entire starting defensive line. They lost their quarterback, their starting tight end. Brad Morgan for the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. Niners lead it 35-7 with 44 seconds left here in the first half. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, our Week 2 Monday night game here at Jammin' Sports. This is one of those games where ABC looked at the schedule and said, do we have to air this? .35 first half points by San Francisco. And there's still 44 seconds left in the half. Brad Morgan will kick off. From the goal line, Colby Walker brings it out over the 15, 20, 25, and Walker out to the 27-yard line. Well, 41 seconds left until halftime. It's a 4-touchdown lead for the 49ers. Let's see what Max Johnson can do. He hasn't helped the cause. He's thrown 2 picks here in the first half. This is the type of game we hang around and watch just to see how bad it can get. 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson looking. Johnson rolls out. And Johnson gets taken down at the 30, a 3-yard gain, as he's escorted out of bounds by the linebacker David Jordan, the rookie out of Auburn. 2nd and 7 for the Seahawks at their own 30, 34 seconds left until halftime. Two backs in the backfield. Johnson in the shotgun. 2nd and 7. Johnson looking. Johnson steps up. Throws outside to McKenzie. And Chris McKenzie gets out to the 37. Seattle takes a timeout with 25 seconds left as they pick up the first down. A gain of 7 yards. They'd like to score before halftime. First and 10 from the 37-yard line. .25 seconds left in the half. Seahawks still have 2 timeouts. 4 wide, single back. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Throws and caught by Griffin Wright out to the 45. A gain of 8 yards. Seattle takes another timeout. Going to bring up 2nd and 2. Griffin Wright, the journeyman tight end, in his 9th year out of Montana, now playing for his 6th team. See if we can name them all. Ravens, Jets, Bengals, Dolphins, Seahawks, and there's one more. Ravens. Did I say Ravens? Second and 2. Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide. Johnson draws back, throws outside, caught by Griffin Wright again, down the sideline, out to the 40-yard line. Again at 15 into 49er territory. And are the Seahawks just going to let the time run out? No, they take a timeout with 6 seconds left. Arthur Battle came up, made the tackle for San Francisco. This might be the last play of the half, mercifully. Seahawks at the 49er 40-yard line. They're going to try a 57-yard field goal. Jaron Hamilton. Kick is up, and the kick is no good. 2 seconds left in the half. 35-7, Niners lead it. Nothing going right for the Seahawks here tonight. He missed that one wide right. Wide right. With 2 seconds left, the 49ers might just take a knee and go to halftime. Now watch San Francisco watch Seattle come back. Well, they're down by 28. The record is 31.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Gabriel hands off to Pierce, and Pierce to the 47, and it's halftime. Niners lead at 35-7 over the Seahawks here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Do not adjust your TV set. That score is correct. That is not a typo. The Niners lead the Seahawks 35-7 as we start the second half. To say the 49ers dominated would be an understatement of biblical proportions. A 28-point 49er lead, but Seattle does get the ball first in the second half. Maybe they can mount a comeback. There's the kickoff. From the 3-yard line, Colby Walker over the 20, 25, and Walker brings it out to the 28-yard line. First down, Seattle. Down by 28. They're going to have to score in every possession here and make sure the Niners don't score anymore. Max Johnson, the fourth-year quarterback out of North Carolina, acquired from the Bengals during the offseason, is their starting quarterback. First and 10 from the 28. Seahawks come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson hands off to Terry Gilbert, and Gilbert a yard to the 29-yard line. If I'm the Seahawk coaching staff, I'm pretty much abandoning the run at this point. I'd just be chucking it all over the place with reckless abandon. Second and 8 from the 29-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Terry Gilbert, and Gilbert to the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 more yards. It'll be 3rd and 6 as Elliott makes the tackle. Keyshawn Elliott, the rookie linebacker. 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks at their own 32-yard line. 4 wide for Seattle. Single back, Johnson in the shotgun. Now it's 5 wide. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and is picked off by Zachman, and he may score. One man to beat. No, they get him on the sideline. That is the 3rd interception thrown by Max Johnson. And Preston Zachman, the rookie out of Wisconsin, returns it to the 9-yard line. Boy, this one's going from bad to worse. The Seahawks are getting trounced. Johnson came over and made the tackle. Yeah, bench him now. Their backup is Spencer Hayward, the 3rd-year quarterback out of Florida. He may start next game. We may check him out against the Rams. Johnson's not doing much of anything. Niners already lead at 35-7. They can go up by 5 touchdowns now if they punch this one in. It's been quite the night for San Francisco. First and goal from the Seahawk 9. Probably. This is a Niner beatdown. First and goal from the 9-yard line. Niners come out in the eye. Gabriel under center.
Green 39.
Gabriel hands off to Pierce up the middle. And Adam Pierce picks up 2 to the 7-yard line. Wes Cochran, the linebacker on the tackle, will be second and goal. Niners come out in the offset eye. Gabriel under center.
Now let's go.
Gabriel hands off to Pierce. And Pierce down to the 1, a gain of 6 yards. It'll be third and goal from the 1-yard line. The other McKenzie, the linebacker, Randall McKenzie on the tackle in his 10th year out of Florida. The Seahawks have 2 McKenzies, Chris, the running back, and Randall, the linebacker. Third and goal from the 1-yard line. Niners spread out the offense. Gabriel in the shotgun. Gabriel to Pierce. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 1-yard touchdown run by Adam Pierce. And the Niners go up 41-7. And we're not even halfway through the third quarter. Brad Morgan will come on for the extra point, as the Niners have put 40-plus points up on the Seahawks here tonight so far. And the game's not over yet. Extra points up and good. 42-7. Niners up. 5:56 left to play here in the third quarter. I want to see if the 49ers can get to 50. That's the only drama left in this one. 5:56 left to play here in the third quarter. Don't forget, we'll have a triple header tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern time. It'll be the Packers and the Steelers, followed by the Bengals and the Chargers, and that'll be followed by the Dolphins and the Patriots as we start week number 3 of Sim season number 38. Morgan will kick off from the 3-yard line. Colby Walker over the 20, 25, and Walker brings it out to the 26-yard line. It's a 35-point lead, a 5-possession lead for the 49ers. Max Johnson has thrown 3 picks. He's got a passer rating of minus 1,206. I'm just guessing. We haven't seen a team this bad in a long time. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Johnson under center.
Here we go.
50 total yards of offense for Seattle. Terry Gilbert on the carry picks up a yard. Now it's at 51. Or as Evil Dead would say, quality. On the tackle there, Peyton Cash, the former Brown, in his 13th year out of Virginia Tech. It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Seahawks at their own 27-yard line. 5.5 minutes left. 3 to the far side here in the third quarter. Johnson in the shotgun. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and caught by Marcus Clay. 12 yards out to the 39-yard line. First down, Seattle. That is not a typo. The Niners are up 42-7. Chris Chapman came up, the former Giant, and made the tackle. Coming up on 5 minutes now left to play in the third. Seahawks come out 4 wide. Johnson in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Johnson looking, throws, caught by Gibson. Out to the 43, a gain of 4 yards to Blake Gibson. Ty Martin on the tackle for the 49ers to bring up 2nd and 6. Keep doing plays that keep the clock running. That's that's what we want. Yeah. Viking Skywalker, good to see you, man. It's a 49er beatdown. On 2nd and 6, Johnson in the shotgun. Hands off to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert makes his way out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. Where have you been all day, Viking? We haven't seen you in a while. This is the final game of week 2 of our new sim season, the Monday night game. We had 5 college games earlier, and this is our 3rd pro game today. Wrapping up week 2. In the offset eye, 3rd and 1, Johnson under center. Johnson hands off to Gilbert, gets the first down. A 5-yard gain out to the 47-yard line. They're in 49er territory. Making the tackle is Evans, James Evans, the 5th-year defensive end out of Miami. Where have you been hiding there, Viking? We haven't seen you in a while. 1st and 10, Seahawks at the Niner 47-yard line. Johnson in the shotgun.
Come on, let's go.
Johnson drops back. Looking, throws. Oh, it's batted down. Ty Martin batted it down the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 47-yard line. That'll stop the clock for the moment with 3:29 left here in the 3rd quarter. Niners up comfortably, 42-7. A 35-point lead for San Francisco. 2nd and 10. Johnson to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert makes his way to the 43-yard line, a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 6. Ty Martin on the tackle. All right, Viking. Good to see you, though. We'll have a triple header tomorrow starting at 6 Eastern time. Johnson in the gun, 3rd and 6. Johnson looking. Johnson throws and caught by Gibson down to the 29-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 14 yards. First down, Seattle at the 49er 29-yard line. Tackle made by Rod Moore, the rookie safety out of Michigan for San Francisco. 1st and 10 from the Niner 29-yard line. In the I formation, Johnson under center. Johnson draws back, throws, caught by Romero. Miguel Romero down to the 22, a gain of 7. The 3rd-year tight end out of Arizona. Well, join us tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Eastern there, Viking. We'll start you a card. We're 2 weeks into the season. We'll start week 3 tomorrow. 2nd and 4 from the 22-yard line. 4 wide, Johnson in the shotgun. 2nd and 4. Johnson looking, throws, caught by Walker. And Kobe Walker to the 17-yard line. A gain of 5. Another Seahawk first down. We have our biggest crowd of the day during our worst game of the day. The Raiders beat the Chiefs earlier. That went into overtime. And then the Rams beat the Lions. Those 2 games are on YouTube if you want to check them out. All our games get archived to YouTube. We had 5 college games today. Those are on YouTube as well. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Gilbert right up the middle, out to the 11-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Tackle made by David Jordan, the linebacker. This Seahawk drive is taking a long time. 2nd and 4 from the Niner 11. 4 wide for the Seahawks. Johnson in the shotgun. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Johnson to Gilbert. And Gilbert in for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert. So now it's a 4-touchdown lead for the 49ers. I don't know. We could still have overtime. It could happen. I doubt it. Jared Hamilton for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Niners lead at 42-14 with 56 seconds left here in the third quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Our Week 2 Monday night game to wrap up the week. I know we're still in the third quarter, but the Seahawks are going to be 0-2, and the Niners are going to even their record at 1-1. I don't see the Seahawks coming back in this one. Not down by 28. However, I've seen stranger things. Mark Erickson, the punter, will kick off for Seattle. And this will be fielded at the goal line by Armstrong over the 15, 20, 25, and Vince Armstrong out to the 36-yard line. 50 seconds left in the third quarter, and that's what the 49ers so the 49ers will start. 19's been holding up well so far. Knock on wood. First and 10 from the 36-yard line. Niners come out, 4 wide, single back, Gabriel under center.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Gabriel to Pierce around the outside, and Adam Pierce makes his way to the 44-yard line. A gain of 8, bring up 2nd and 2. Bruce Cordero came up, made the tackle for Seattle. I look for the 49ers to keep it on the ground as much as possible here, as they're going to try to ground it out and finish the game up. We're down to 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Niners up 42-14. 4 wide, Gabriel under center.
Here we go now.
Gabriel to Pierce up the middle, and Adam Pierce to the 48. A gain of 4 yards. They pick up the first down. And that will do it for the third quarter, I'm sure. At the end of 3, Niners